7:36 right now. March is Brain Injury Awareness Month, and we're learning more about the treatments and prevention you can do for you and your keiki.
Dallas Ontiveros joins us live from Magic Island with more on what experts have to say. Morning, Dallas.
Good morning, Christine and Ross. Yes, we've been talking about Brain Injury Awareness Month throughout Wake Up Today, and I hope that Chris Latronic is nearby television or in the studio, because him as a surfer, as well as everyone at home, is going to want to listen to this. And here joining us on Wake Up Today, we have Dr. Jennifer King, who is a pediatric and adolescent sports medicine physician for Kapi'olani Medical Center for Women and Children. Good morning, Doctor. How's it going?
Good morning. Great. Thank you.
Awesome to have you here. Now, first, let's talk about the studies that are already happening with the surfing community and brain injuries. What are we seeing so far?
Right. So we know overall there's about 70% of surf injuries involve the head and neck, but a lot of it is cuts from the surfboard and things like that. Probably about 30 to 40% right now we think are concussions, but the awareness isn't there. So I think those numbers are going to go up as the awareness increases, not because there's more concussions, but more awareness of them.
And because of the numbers that we're seeing, we're also talking about surf helmets. And that was something new to me. I actually had to go on the web and see how this actually looks. But tell us what we're picking up from surf helmets and kind of the studies that are coming out of it.
Right. So I think a lot of the surfers, as the awareness increases, want to do what they can to protect themselves because they want a long career surfing, right? So the technology is not quite there as far as making it comfortable and maneuverable currently, but I think as the technology gets better, we're going to see more and more surfers wearing the helmets.
And as far as the competitions in the future, do we know if helmets are going to be a requirement or possibly just an option?
Right. Right now we don't know, and again, I think with the technology getting better, a lot of those recommendations may change because we ultimately want to protect them and have them surfing for a long time.
And as far as the disease CTE that we sometimes see in some of our favorite athletes and celebrities, or even someone that we know, what does it do when it comes to surfing or any other activities that we've covered? What have we learned from that?
Right. So right now, a lot of the studies have been done in former football players and former wrestlers because of the number of head injuries they sustain over the entire career. I think as we get more awareness and we look at different populations, we're probably going to see that those people that participate in sports that have recurrent head injuries throughout the course of time are going to have a higher incidence of CTE.
And really quickly, just something that all of us can do, whether we are out surfing or out running, basketball, sports, whatever it is, what is it that we can look for when we feel any sort of pain on our head?
So I think anytime you just don't feel right and you feel off and there was a recent either a bump to the head or head injury that occurred, to just kind of keep an eye on it and get it checked out, because it's better to be safe than sorry, and you can have a professional look at it and assess whether or not there's any interventions that need to be done. Adults should get better within 7 to 10 days after a head injury. High school athletes are about 25 to 28 days for full recovery. So anything beyond that is outside of the realm of normal, so they should definitely get looked at if they don't recover in that time period.
Dr. King, thank you so much for joining us here on Wake Up Today. We appreciate all the information that you shared with us and our viewers.
Thank you.
And if you want more details about Brain Injury Awareness Month and all the topics that we covered throughout Wake Up Today, check our website later on at KHWN2.com for more information. Reporting out here at Magic Island, Dallas Ontiveros, KHWN2 News, working for Hawaii.
Yep, wearing a helmet in the water. Chris said that a lot of novice people are wearing the helmets in the water just because you got to protect. You never know if the board's going to hit you or you're going to wipe out and snap your neck. So
better to be safe.
Yep. And speaking of your health, UH Manoa